Hello YouTube, this is Bash, bring you the last week of the IPA. I believe this is week 10, if I'm not mistaken. And before I go into this, the teams right now, I was eliminated from playoff contention. Akios ended up making it over me, as well as Vino, of course. So I'm not going to be bringing your average sets, and I might talk about the team afterwards after this game. So, but let's go over my team quick. Here, I have Kieran Black of Fable, Scizor, Mega Aerodactyl, Magmar, Blastoise, Azelf, Drapion, Piloswine, Virizion, Heliolisk, and Slacking. And my opponent this week, Lolle, has Zygarde 50, Necrozma, Conkeldurr, Empoleon, Alolan Ninetales, Jolteon, Archeops, Hoopa, Mega Houndoom, Vileplume, and Comfey. So let's go into the team I'm bringing you real quick. So you're gonna see this set. It's pretty whack. It's either gonna be crazy amazing or it's just not gonna work. There's no in between. So I got Belly Drum, Snatch, Drain Punch, Knockoff. SNATCH basically allows me to give it +2 speed. I outspeed his entire team except for Scarfers. Belly Drum, of course, get me to +6. Drain Punch Knockoff should outco everything on his team. Yeah, pretty much. And that's why I got that. Next is Piloswine. Kind of regular set with rocks up. Rocks are nice for Chip. Ice Shard for Zygarde, because Zygarde is always a threat. Earthquake and Icicle Crash, of course. Very bulky set, so but max attack. This is another set, a weird set. Bullet Punch, Baton Pass, Substitute Roost. This is going to be passing subs off, which could be really nice to pass into MP Knife, the Clefable. So I could get like a free like setup in that way. Next is Sketch AV, Choice Band, Truant, Giga Impact, Return, Pursuit, Sucker Punch. Banded Sucker Punch is really good in case something tries to set up on me. Also, Pursuit, and I have Pursuit as well because of Hoopa, because Hoopa's the only thing that can't get touched by Return, whatever. It doesn't have a single switch in other than that to Return. So, yep. So that's what I'm going with. Next is Will, who's expert about U-turn, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball. I have max speed, just in case I try to speed tie with Mega Houndoom. This thing can't really hit Mega Houndoom, but it's alright. Just good coverage, and it could hit the Conkeldurr, which is really what I need it for. Conkeldurr is a huge threat to my team. And last I have is Lomain making its debut with Light Clay, Light Screen, Reflect, Leaf Blade, and Close Combat. Another way to let MP Knife set up. So let's get into this match. Ninja. Let me reset this team real quick. I probably need to reconnect. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where is he? Ninja Law. Okay. So this is either going to be a fun week or I'm going to get absolutely demolished. So let's see what decides to happen. I sent the challenge. Okay. Brings a little weird team, I guess. Okay. So he does have the Necrozma. Here's the Zygarde. Here's the Hoopa, Conk, Empoleon, Vileplume. So right off the bat, I kind of like leading Will here. It pressures everything except for the Empoleon. and I could easily switch out or against the Apollyon or U-turn out. Yeah, I like that lead, I think. So I'm going to lead Azelf. I either expect him to lead Necrozma, Empoleon, or Vileplume here. Okay. So let's see what he wants to do. Slacking as soon as Hoopa goes down, Slacking looks so good. Does Vileplume want to take a? Yeah, Vileplume doesn't want to take that either. Kind of wish I brought. Well, I think that's the right set, but so Azelf really could. He leads Empoleon. That's okay. I could U-turn out into Virizion and get up a light screen, or yeah, I'm gonna do that probably. He leads Empoleon. U-turn did how much? 8%. He's very fist-daft. Yeah, he's probably like max HP, max defense. Different nature though. Question nature. I'm going into Virizion here. Let's see what he does. Goes to the Scald. Crit. Good. Okay, let's get up a. What is he going to here? Probably the light screen is best. He goes into Vileplume. He goes into Conkeldurr. Okay. So he goes into Conk. I could go into MP Knife here, but no, I think I want to go into Will here. Make an aggressive play into Will. And U-turn out. Dream Punch. Okay. This might be the chance to go into Frozen here. It's sub up. Let's Baton Pass out. Wait, does it Empoleon break Clefable sub? It does not. He has a Stealth Rocks up. Please make the double out into something. Okay. I'm belly drumming up here. F+6, I should be able to take it out with a knockoff, right? I'm belly driving. Z snatch. Let's go! Let's go! Come on, let's go! Oh my god, let's go! Come on, Clef! Come on! Empoleon's dead right here. Come on, buddy. Empoleon goes down. Yo, if this pulls off, I'm... Oh my god. Let's go! Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Vileplume's the only problem here. The Vileplume's the only thing I can't OHKO. Can Vileplume do anything back to me, though? He can't beat me unless he gets a poison. And even then, Vileplume doesn't do a lot to me because he's probably defensive. Only problem is if he's Effect Spore. Do you think he's going to be Effect Spore? Come on, Clef. Come on, pull out the sweep here. I can't kick out Counter, can I? Actually. No, I can't, but I can get a really big Drain Punch off. And Poison Jab shouldn't do that. What does he bring in? I didn't hear what he brought in. Vileplume. Okay, I'm going for a knockoff here. OHKO's that thing. Black Sludge, no Effect Spore. He's got to go to Conkelder now. It's the only way he could possibly beat me. Necrozma does not want to take a +6. He goes to Zygarde. I'm going for the Drain Punch. Corkscrew Crash. Okay, okay. That's fine. MP Knife really just destroyed his team right there. Okay, so I go into Piloswine. I'm going to drop an Icicle Crash, or go for the Earthquake, or get my rocks. Get up an Earthquake would be nice. What hits Conkelder more? Versus Conkelder. Earthquake hurts more. Or I could pull aggressive double out into Will here. I think I'm going to do that. He's not going to stay in, I don't think. I'm going for a Psychic. Papaya Berry. He takes me off with a knockoff. It's a crit. That's not too bad. Here's the thing. How do I beat Koopa now? Okay, how do I beat Koopa here? Koopa. Well, technically, Sketch could beat Koopa. There's no way. Leaf Blade. To Conkelder. That's not enough. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go in the sketch. Click return. It's probably gonna mock punch me if he has that. Yeah. Here's Papaya Berry. Okay. He did go into that. I'm going to this thing. He goes for a psychic. He gets the crit too, which is annoying. Man, back-to-back crits. Jeez. Okay. Psychic versus Scizor. Psychic does 34% with a crit. That's a crit, yeah. That crit sucks. Bullet Punch just put this in pretty low range. He outspeeds me. I probably could have roosted off that damage now that I think about it. Probably could have. He's probably... I didn't think he was locked, though. He might be scarfed, then, in that case. Palace Wine take this out. The Ice Shard. Yeah, it does. Just he brings in Conkeldurr, though, so I have to go Virizion after that. Just stay in, take the hit here. Although he might keep this around because Slacking is the one thing. This is the one thing Slacking can't touch. Oh, he might be scarfed though. I think he's scarfed Hoopa. See what he wants to do. I sure did not to Necrozma. Sure did how much? 19%. That's an offensive Necrozma. What do I want to do here? There's a lot to him. I'm going for the Earthquake. He's a Calm Mind. Okay. To make the really crazy play and click, go into sketch here. This thing needs to take on versus Conkeldurr. Is he faster? Base. He could have spec crept me. So this is only important for Zygarde, which I could still beat probably with Virizion, Zygarde. 35. Yeah. He goes for the Heat Wave. Doesn't take me down. Earthquake does 41%. To Necrozma again. So he was Steel. Corkscrew, Stellium, Z, Heat Wave, Calm Mind. So he doesn't have recovery. Okay. Frisian. Earthquake did how much again? I gotta. He's not as defensive as I thought it would be. Okay, maybe he's matched with P. I could Ice Shard and just try to kill him here. Let Slacking just come in and click Pursuit. Oh, lived on 2, man. Do I think he's faster, Crosby, though? Okay. At +1, Heat Wave did how much before? 43%? How did Deuce? Oh, wait, Light Screen wasn't up. Okay. Yeah. Okay, he's not max speed. So I should be able to outspeed with Frisian. I should be able to outspeed and click Leaf Blade. Should. He's Scarfed, isn't he? How do I want to do this? Go into Scarfed. If he's Scarfed against Slacking. Psychic does a lot. But I think it's the only way I could win this game here. I gotta do it. He goes for Psychic, gets 55.4%. I'm going for the Sucker Punch here. I'm pretty sure he's Scarfed. Oh, no. He went into that. GG. He's got to land another Iron Tail. Oh, he was Corkscrew. Gosh, he was not. What was I thinking? He landed another Iron Tail, and that should be GG. I gotta get like a bunch of suckers. He has Protect. Oh, dude. Well, you know what? I got the play that I wanted. A little surprised that Zygarde actually was able to Oko me. I didn't really think he would be Corkscrew Crash, but that's a great play by him on his part. That is a wrap for our season. I'm going to probably talk about our team a little bit. Probably going to talk about my team. On right now. I thought Clef was gonna sweep. Honestly, from there, did not think the Zygarde was gonna. Wow. So let's go over our team. Let's go over the team for a little bit. We do fall. Um, we do fall. Was it 3-0? Um, so that does move us down to 3-7. -4. So let's talk about the season. After I reload this because some of the sprites aren't working. Okay. So let's talk about the team for a little bit. Um, Sad this is our last match. There's some mods I really did enjoy on this team to use. Um, Kieran Black, I did not use it well this season though. It's a monster and I don't like playing against it, but I do not like using it. It's not fast enough in my opinion, which was probably why it's still allowed in this draft league, as its attack stat and its bulk is absolutely insane. Clef, I definitely that set all the last that game we just played. It's the one set I really wanted to bring all season. I'm just happy it worked out. Uh, Too bad that it couldn't sweep there because that would have been crazy. But oh well. Um, Next is Scizor. Scizor was one of my favorite mons, if not my favorite mon I drafted from the season. Um, it probably was the most reliable mon. I'm pretty sure I brought it to almost every single week of the season, just because I loved using it so much and it was so reliable in this team. Um, and Yeah, that's really it. I really like the banded Scizor hits so hard. It's really good at late cleaning too. Um, Megarodactyl, did not use it well this season. I used it to kind of like outspeed stuff and like it didn't really have the best stats. I didn't update this from last week, from week 10, so um, but didn't have the. I believe that was yeah. Yeah, so I brought Scizor. I brought Scizor to pretty much every match. Um, Megarodactyl did not do that well these past weeks. It's I just didn't use it correctly, or maybe it's the team that just wasn't really well built around it. The build to help it succeed. It was my only mon that was fast enough on my team um, before I made the transactions. That was like above like 110 speed, I think. 109 speed, 108 speed, something like that. That's the only mon that was faster than that, which is kind of sad on my team because I definitely needed another mon to fill in that speed gap because there's a huge speed gap right there. Low main, Verzion, did not use it much. Just I used it once this entire season, and it did allow Clefable to set up and try to sweep there. Um, uh, so Mega Aerodactyl, hard hitting. Wish it got an actual good flying type move to take advantage, because its best way really other than fly is to hit with aerial ace and wing attack, and that's not good enough for Mega Aerodactyl, I think, and it's one of the reasons why it's so not really that amazing. I think if it got that like an actual flying type move that could actually maybe like a base 80 or like a base 90 move, a flying type stab physical move, or like physical move, it would be really good. Um, so, and yeah, and I just didn't support it well enough. Verzion, of course, light screen reflect. Nobody sees that coming with the light clay. So that thing put into work. I was really satisfied with it this season. Hopefully, I wish I could got more time to use it. I think it's a really underrated mon. And although it's considered the worst out of the three, the legends of the sword, whatever that's called, between Track and Cobalion and Virizion. I still think Virizion is still an underrated pick, especially at tier 4. In most leagues, and in this league, it was pretty low price as well. So I think it's, oh well, it has good setup options. It doesn't, the coverage is alright. If only it got momentum, it would be so much better. But oh well. Next is Shell Shock. Shell Shock is absolute tank. I always love using Blastoise. Blastoise is just a good, reliable, rapid spinner who gets priority, gets all his coverage moves and stuff like that, and it's just such a good tanky mon. You can throw off Toxics and stuff like that. Um, Wish I got the rest sleep talk curse set off this season, but I got credit, of course. Unfortunately, but it's what happens. Shell Shock would definitely draft that thing. Again, I would draft Scizor or Mega Aerodactyl, Virizion, and Blastoise again. I think I've used Clefable enough. This is my second or third season with Clefable, and I think it's time to move on to it, unless somehow it lasts pretty long in a draft. Kieran Black, I don't know if I would ever draft that thing again. It didn't really fit my playstyle, so it's really bulky, and but I couldn't really. With the fact that it doesn't get any physical ice type moves other than Free Shock, it's a problem for me. So, next is Azelf. This thing is really cool. I mean, honestly, did not really expect. I picked this up late in the transactions after the last transaction window. Really cool mod. I brought it to every single week since the transaction window, and it put in the work for pretty much every single game. Too bad it didn't OHKO the conk because of that pretty good tech on Lolle's part. With the psychic. This thing hits really hard and it gets really good coverage moves as well as gets rocks and stuff like that, and it gets set up in Nasty Paw and stuff. So I really think it's a cool mod. You just got to be prepared for the pursuit and sucker punch and stuff like that. I would definitely draft this thing again. Absolute monster. Too bad it didn't have it for longer in the season. But oh well. Drapion. I have many things to say about you. You were really underwhelming this season. I didn't really find much use in you. I believe the only kill you got this season was from a poison. You got a poison on Zapdos. I think that's the only kill you got this season. I did not use it well at all, and I don't think I would be drafting you again unless I absolutely need to get the poison and dark type and I want the T spikes, which I didn't even use T spikes this entire season, which is kind of upsetting as well. And yeah, and not being a fairy resist is difficult for me as well, as my best way to resist fairies is Scizor and Magmar, and Scizor you just gotta run HP Fire. Magmar isn't that tanky, depending. So, I mean, really disappointing in Drapion. So, oh well. Next is Coach Oak, the Piloswine. Got this in a trade. Really liked it. Definitely over Palestine. I liked Piloswine so much better. This was what I wanted from the beginning, and I'm happy I got it. Get the good priority in Ice Shard. It hits decently hard. I do like Mamoswine better, as I do have that in the UPC right now. But Piloswine is still pretty good. I still think it's a really good underrated mod. You need a really difficult though is like I didn't have a wish passer, so it was really difficult for Piloswine to function as it kept getting worn down. But it's a really tanky mod, and I recommend using it. As I'll probably reuse this thing again. Easy. The Magmar. I was one set I wanted to use, and I didn't get to use it. Unfortunately, I did only grab you in the last transaction window, but that was because I realized how bad Delphox kind of was. It was kind of underwhelming as well. I would really want to get that Flame Charge, Belly Drum Flame Charge set going on with the Mach Punch, which I thought would have been really cool. But oh well. Flame Body, didn't get a single one. Magmar got trapped by Gothitelle, I believe, and just got beat that way, so that's unfortunate. It's kind of bulky with Eviolite, but its physical defense is actually pretty trash. So, so that's underwhelming that way. But I think it's still a cool mod, and although Jay says that Mach Punch doesn't count as priority on Magmar, it still does. It has 95 base attack. It still counts a priority. It's not like horrible priority. Heliolisk, always love use. I love using Heliolisk. it's a really cool shiny too, and I kind of enjoy it too. Getting Volt Switch and U-turn is really good for a fast electric type. And with this Pokemon, it's super fast. When base 109, I believe, and its special attack stat and its coverage pool is just absolutely insane with getting Surf, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, stuff like that. It's like such a good mod, and I would definitely use it again. The only problem with it is the fact that it has no physical defense whatsoever. Um, so priority is kind of an issue against it, and as well as Scarfers for physical Scarfers. Um, kind of wanted to use the electric terrain. Didn't get to use it this season, as I did only have it after this first transaction window, I think. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. Big boy slacking. Sketch AV. This thing is a god. Literally O-code a Reuniclus from full. That is really difficult to do to begin with, and it wasn't even a super effective move. It was just straight power, which is what this thing is. So I'm really enjoying. I really enjoyed using Slacking to just break teams down. Of course, the truant ability was kind of an issue, and I did try to come up with some tech. Unfortunately, we couldn't do any trades the last transfer window, as I would have gotten the tech that I needed to let Slacking just function as a mon like incredibly. But oh well. I mean, maybe we'll be able to work in another season. So definitely would grab Slacking. It's such a good tier 5 mon. Or a lower tier. Like this is, I believe it was like 2 points or one. It was, I think it was 2 points for Slacking. So I mean, that's such a good deal. Um, for amount of hits, its caliber. It hits super hard. Base one. Wait, what is it? What is Slacking's? Slacking's HP is like insane, I believe. Base 150 HP, base 160 attack, base 100 defense, and base 100 speed. How insane is that? It even has a decent special attack stat in base 95. Although you obviously are going to want to run base 160. And with that True ability, it's basically an Uber. Like, that's how insane that thing is. It's too bad that I couldn't get that tech to get it to work. But hopefully next season I'll be able to. Electabuzz, don't think about it once. Did not find a good spot to bring it. Think it's too frail. Or not frail, but like its physical defense is trash as well. Electabuzz also does not give me any good. It's not. It doesn't have a high enough special attack stat to be a really good Volt Switcher, and I didn't really like that, and so it wasn't really good for momentum purposes. Um, it really, it really didn't. I really didn't find Electabuzz to be that. Like the weeks I had it, um, did not think that it would. It didn't function in any week that I could have brought it. It didn't have a matchup. It doesn't have a matchup for most cases. It's good at countering like Tapu Koko and stuff like that, and like but it's just so underwhelming. It was really disappointed about it. Um, Next is Palisand. Palisand was alright. Um, the problem with Palisand, um, its speed stat and its special attack stat isn't like what I expected it to be. It got completely walled by Toxapex, and it's hitting. Palisand is hitting Toxapex super effectively with Earth powers, and it couldn't even do like over. It can do half, and it was able to. Toxapex was able to recover Stormy. Um, it's an alright rocker, but I found Piloswine to be such a better mod. The Ghost type is nice for the rapid spin blocking, as well as getting reliable recovery and shore up, but it's just didn't find I didn't find it to be the mod that like it fits this team. Which is unfortunate because I think it's a really cool mod. Just didn't work on my team. Next, Delphox. Well, let's start off with this. You couldn't Oko a Registeel in the sun with a Fire Blast. Um, yeah, that's just I don't know what to say about that. Like Delphox, you're supposed to be a monster. Like you had that game too. Possibly, but he did end up having Aqua Jet on Sharpedo, which oh well. But Delphox, its special attack stat I didn't think was that good enough. I guess. Base 114. I thought it could have hit harder. It does get good coverage moves, and it gets Wish and Switcheroo and stuff like that, but it just didn't work. It did have both times I had it. I had it against both times. The two main things the times I brought Delphox was against Vino, and both times I had a chance to win, and it didn't. Couldn't Oko a Registeel, and I did a 50-50, misplayed, and let Sharpedo. He made a good play and went to Sharpedo. So really not much I could say about that. Oh well. Next is Leafeon. Okay, well, see, here's the thing. It wasn't Leafeon's fault. That I dropped it. It was the fact that Virizion was there, and I was really I was kind of still salty about that. I got flinched crit on Leafeon, by Excadrill, so that was unfortunate, and that allowed him to win against allowed one of my opponents to beat me because of that. It's all right. It's really good at Wish. It has a really good defense stat as well, but unfortunately, it just didn't really work. I grabbed it mostly to deal with the many ground types that I had on my schedule. A lot of the ground types that were a threat. Like I had there was in my schedule I had to play Lando, Zygarde 10, Zygarde 50. I believe I had to play. Let's see real quick. Let's see. Is there? Where's the draft? Yeah. Had to play Sizer too, which wasn't that bad. Lando, Zygarde 10. Had to play Duck Trio. I had to play Mamoswine, which Mamoswine does get the ice coverage, but still. These are all after the transactions as well. This is a different team. This had Mudsdale on it, so that was annoying when I played it. Is there anything else? Of course, the sad team, where I got crit flinched, which was annoying. And I had to play Zygarde 50 with that. So, Leafeon really was there for the ground types that I had to face. That's why I kind of had it. So, Mienshao, the last one, didn't with all the speed tiers I had at that spot. Mienshao did not function well at all. Really wish it could have, but it didn't, and I was really upset about that because Mienshao is such a cool mon, and it hits so hard. So unfortunately, I couldn't really use it this season. Hopefully, in another season, I can use it well, but oh well. Mons I would take drafting another time. I would probably draft. I might draft Clefable again, but as I said before, it depends on the team, and it depends on how long I would have to wait for a little bit before I grab that. I would definitely draft Scizor again. I would draft Mega Aerodactyl again, Virizion, Blastoise, Azelf. I don't think I would draft Drapion again unless I absolutely need those typings and T-Spikes. I would draft Pilot Swine again. It's a really good, reliable ground type, and it gets a good priority. Magmar, I don't know. I really had Magmar so I could be able to get Virizion and Azelf because of the points. But I really thought it could have been cool using Belly Drum, Mach Punch, Flame Charge, so maybe. Heliolisk. Heliolisk was so. I would definitely draft again. That thing is awesome. Psyking, I would definitely draft again. Really good low key, a low tier, a low point. On. Next is Electabuzz. Don't think I'd draft that again. Yeah, very underwhelming. Palisand, maybe. Depends. Yeah, it really depends. Next is Delphox. Don't know if I'd actually draft this thing again. Um, it would have to be a lot lower than it was for this, maybe. Because I thought maybe the points were a little too high for it. It's not really that amazing of a mon as I thought it would be. Leafeon I would grab if I need a really low tier or point grass type. So that's that. And last but not least, Bien Shao I would grab again, but it really has to fit the team and the speed tiers, as that was problem. Um, so that's it for the IPA season 7. I'm believe I'll be back for IPA season 8. I already said that. I told Tristan and that would be back for IPA season 8, and hopefully we could grab a better team as um, the team was really good. It just didn't function well together, to be honest. So that's that. Um, hopefully, you'll be able to see my other videos. We still are uploading EBT and UPC. UPC is coming down as the last week is coming up, and in playoffs, EBT. Um, though not doing so well in that league, I still have a chance to make playoffs. And some transactions might change. The transactions I made might change things around. Hopefully, so that's that. And Bash